It means, my friends, that there is a host of heaven that stands ready and available to war on the behalf of the believer.
Amen.
And that's the reason why we are still here. We are still here not because the enemy hasn't sought to kill us. Some of you could tell me some stories of some physical things you went through, of some doctor visits you had, of times you went to the hospital and the prognosis looked so bleak. But in spite of all those challenges,
Amen.
You are here today. Is that
Amen.
right, somebody?
Amen.
Anybody here today?
Amen.
Anybody still breathing and still
Amen.
walking and still talking?
Amen.
It's not because of you. It's not even because of the enemy not coming against you. But it's because you have a God who has made some precious promises to you. And what God has declared, he is well able to perform. A particular faith group was organized in 1845. And at its headquarters, it wrote these words as a tribute to the founding fathers. It said, men who see the invisible, hear the inaudible, believe the incredible, and think the unthinkable.
Wow.
And I believe that as we make our mark in this generation, we have to be believers who see the invisible.
Amen.
In other words, there are things that God may tell you. You may not physically see it, but through the eyes of faith, God will cause you to see it. In other words, can you imagine that at one time this building was closed? Can you imagine that at one time this place was an abortion clinic?
Wow.
That's right. That's right. This pulpit where I stand, this area, is where those abortions were taking place.
You gotta be kidding.
Yes, that is true. In this very building.
But
And then
God.
after those abortions, the building was closed, and then it was open for a church. And then Hurricane Sandy came, and you know what happened with Hurricane Sandy? A number of buildings were destroyed. The water came in and destroyed, and they were thinking of, well, just getting rid of the building. But I want you to know, God saw a church.
But God.
I said, God saw a church. God saw a church.
Whoa.
And I want to thank God for Dr. Carl E. Slack, who called me and said, I want to give you this building. Because I believe something could happen here. Thank God. Listen, if we are going to achieve anything for God, we must be able to see the invisible. Can you see the invisible?
Amen.
That your situation might get better.
Wow.
Who am I preaching to?
Amen.
I said your situation might get better.
Amen.
That by faith your health will improve.
Amen.
That by faith your family will come together and stay together. That by faith your finances will be what they should be. As you honor God with the tithe and the offering, you have to be able to see by faith the invisible. And listen, I see things getting better for you. Do you see things getting better for you?
Amen.
You have to see it by faith.
Amen.
We must be able to see the invisible and hear the inaudible. There are certain things people may not say, but if God declares it, then that settles it for me.
Amen.
And so you ought to be able to hear the voice of the Spirit. What is the Spirit saying today? What is he saying to you today? He wants to speak to you personally. You must be able to believe the incredible. For some, they will say, oh, it can never happen. And if you hang around those kinds of people, I want you to know you're not going to accomplish very much.
Amen.
Put me in the midst of people who have faith, who will say, oh, by the grace of God we can. Touch your neighbor and say, by the grace of God we can.
By the grace of God we can.
Amen. By the grace of God we can.
Yes.
Yes. We can excel. I said we can excel.
Glory.
And we can achieve. And our situations can improve. Amen. And so, my friends, shared invisible realities. But that's not all. Finally,